Hey guys, this is Paul coming to you from Crowder Lake next to the Blue Octopus. So today I'm going to talk about ground insulation for when you want to go camping or backpacking. So the first thing, you don't really want to sleep directly on the ground. What that does, one, it's uncomfortable. Two, the ground will just suck that heat away from you, so it'll make you actually colder than you would be if you had some ground insulation. So we'll talk about that. We'll go from the cheap, inexpensive, all the way to the little bit more expensive and more extravagant. So the first one we're going to talk about is a closed cell foam. So just a regular old sleeping pad like this. You can get many different places, online, retail stores, things like that. Really light. Thing that's nice about this, if you've taken any wilderness survival classes or wilderness first aid Wolford classes, this little guy can be used for many things. Splints for legs, arms, using the flying nun, all that kind of good stuff. It is really light. The only bad problem that I really see with it is when you're backpacking, if you're going to try to put it inside your backpack, it just takes up a lot of space. I mean, you have a little bit of space that you can kind of stick some things through right there, but really, I have used this backpacking because my other ground insulation, my air mattresses, have actually had holes in them and I wasn't able to fix them before my trip. But this is one. This is just kind of a blue guy here. And then you have another closed cell. It's kind of an accordion style shape here, and basically it folds up a little nicer. It has little bumps and indentions on it, maybe makes it a little bit more comfortable for you as you're sleeping. So that is the closed cell sleeping ground insulation. The next one is a thermarest, and this thermarest, I have had this for, oh my gosh, probably 25 years, which that makes me really old, right? But I've had this thing for 25 years. It has been through many backpacking classes, many trips. I've done 2 weeks, I've done a month, all with this. During my month, I actually poked a hole in the Kofa Wildlife Refuge there in Arizona, right there, and at night I'd be aired up, and in the morning I'd be flat on the ground, and I could definitely tell when I started getting cold at night because I was right next to the ground. Now with an air mattress, it doesn't have as much insulation as these closed cell ground insulation does, because it has the air inside it, and with that air inside it, you will heat it up to a point, but it still doesn't have the protection as the other. So you have to weigh, you know, do I really want to be more comfortable? Do I want to keep warmer? That kind of stuff. So that's kind of with this thermarest. Once again, this is an old one. I know that they have way newer ones than that out there. They have all sorts of different lengths, all different widths, all different thicknesses, that kind of thing. So this is a great one. Like I said, it's held up for many years. So there's that thermarest. Then I also was turned on to Big Agnes by one of my friends, one of my former students, who started backpacking quite a bit, and he said, hey, you need to try this Big Agnes Q-Core. And so I said, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So I tried it. It is very comfortable, because look at the thickness on this thing. All right, nice and thick. Downside to this, when you're from Oklahoma and you're in Colorado, the elevation, and if you try to blow it all up in one sitting, you might get a little lightheaded. Heck, I get lightheaded sometime here in the flatlands as I'm trying to blow it up. But this is a nice one as well. It does not pack down as small as that thermarest that I have, but you could probably guess why. I have had some holes in this one as well, and been able to fix that with the nice little patch that it comes with. All right, so there's a couple of different nice small backpacking. Now, if you are if you're camping and you're more into glamping, like my wife and one of my daughters, this big boy might be on your shopping camp list. So it's not much smaller than a twin size mattress. Downside to this, you're probably going to want to have some sort of a power air source to air it up. And I have camped on this, I'm not gonna lie to you. They are comfortable. You wake up nice and refreshed. We have one that's even bigger, so my wife and I both sleep on it, and sometimes I toss and turn a lot and almost catapult her off of it. So do be careful about that. And so that is your ground insulation. The only other ground insulation that I haven't gone over in this video is the duff. And basically, if you're doing the wiki up and you want to go very, very minimalist, just get a bunch of tree boughs, leaves, grass, and use that as a mattress. Definitely not as comfortable as any of these options here, but you will have at least something to protect you from the ground. So hopefully that answers a few questions for you. I know from my class that I'm going to be asking some questions about these different ones here. So make sure if you are in my class, check your Canvas, check your online portion, and we'll get you guys graded. All right, see you later.
It's still recording.
It is still recording.